I don't know how well this is going to show up, but these are the LEDs in my studio, and well, their brightness is changing. I don't know if you'll see it here, but I think if I pointed at the wall where the lights are shining, you'll probably see the brightness is changing on them. They flicker and flutter away. These lights are not that old. They were not inexpensive when I bought them. I think they're about 2 years old here. They're supposed to be equivalent of a 50-watt halogen, but they certainly aren't that bright now. But take a look what they're doing. See that? See the light over here in the corner? This is what these buddy things do. Start out with one of them flickering. Now they all do it. They don't do it at the same time. They do it at random. But so much for LED lights, and these ones were purchased when these were really expensive. The one that's shining on the floor now is doing it now. These were probably between $20 and $30 per bulb when I bought them maybe 2 years ago, and they haven't gotten anywhere near the 20,000 hours that they're supposed to last. I bet you these lights don't even have 1,000 hours of use on them. And they've been doing this for a while. Started out with one, and now all four of them are fluttering away. I don't do it constantly. They'll just do it for a while and then stop, and then they do it again and they stop. It's most annoying. See? See what I mean? That's the one. You see that? See it flickering? It's most annoying. Especially when you're trying to work and the lights are doing that. But again, there's four of them on the same fixture, and they all don't flicker at the same time. There's four pointed in different places, and different ones flicker at different times. So it's not the power supply source, it's the bulbs. It started out one bulb at a time, and it's now progressing. These aren't the only LEDs that I've got that do this. I have other ones, but they certainly are not living up to their life expectancy as we were promised. And of course, this has been happening just in the time that I've been editing the latest video for the Variac. I just finished editing the Variac video, and I was proofing the video on playback after it rendered out, and the lights were just flickering like crazy. So I figured I'd throw the camera up here and show you what they're up to here. Usually they do it worst if I turn them off, because they do it worse when they're cold. Once they run for several minutes and get warm, they don't tend to do it as often, but when they're cold, they have a tendency to flicker like crazy. So we turn them back on here. And see if they'll do it again for us. And just so you guys know what ones that we're dealing with, these are Philips. Dimmable. They're 4-watt. Made in China, of course. They're supposed to be equivalent to, actually these ones might be equivalent to a 35-watt halogen bulb. It says suitable for use in damp locations. Suitable for dimmers. They're a sealed bulb. They have lost quite a bit of their lumens,
if we look at some of these, I can probably dim them down so that we can look at them, because there's more than one LED under that die, and well, you can actually see the individual lights are actually failing on them now. Let's get a close look. I'll run them dim so you guys can see what the actual light looks like from them.
Now if we look at the light there, you can see that half of them are burned out. You can see the ones on the top here, they're out. Only some of the lights are on. You can see the difference in the brightness and the reflector there. Let's move over and look at the other three, because they're all doing the same thing. Here's the second one. As you can see, this one's not as bad as the other one. It has a little more even illumination. Let's go to the third one here. I've got the other lights on in the room here. Here's another one here that you can see the dark side on the up here. It's darker. I don't know how it shows up on camera, but you can see that some of the lights are out on this side of the die. And the fourth one, same thing. Right? Half of the light is out, only half of it is actually showing light. Now, it started out with just one of them being bad, but since then, others have also gone on here. All four of them are exhibiting the same problems as the first one did initially, which is just terrible considering what these things cost when they were new. I realize that the price of them has fallen now, but that doesn't solve my issue that I bought these things when they were expensive, expecting them to last for forever, and they haven't. So I'll never ever recover the money I spent on these lights. Now by comparison, the good old linear 4-foot 40-watt T12 fluorescents have been in this fixture for I built the house in 2002. It's now 2017. These 40-watt fluorescents with magnetic ballast have never been changed.